Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to the Northern Irish Job. This is episode number 16 with the police service in the third tier of football in Northern Ireland. And today we've got a top-of-the-table clash. We're away to Warren Point. That's going to be second playing first in the league, so a pretty big game. But before we get to that one, let's have a look at what's been happening since our last video. And in the main, pretty good, I must admit. After we played the Queen's University, we had a Intermediate Cup second round game home to Ards. I think they were coming first or second in the championship when we played them. They beat us 3-2. We played pretty well. I wasn't really too disappointed with that defeat, but Doyle and Conlon, they got the goals for us that day. Owen Madine got sent off in the 94th minute, which I think was a bit of bad luck. But anyway, all in all, we played pretty well against Ards. Then we played another cup game, the Clearer Water Irish Cup, fourth qualifying round. We were away to Ambassadors and we beat them 5-1 with Evans with a brace, Worthington and Cochrane all scoring goals that day. So that was a pretty good victory. Then we played Coleraine in the League Cup semi-final. Coleraine are a premiership side, and we beat them 3-2. It was a great win with Evans, Lavery and Jack Graham scoring goals. And Jack Graham, he scored a great goal in the 91st minute to give us a win there. And that was really good to get another premiership scalp under our belt. Then we had some league games for a change, which was quite nice. We were home to Port Stewart. We beat them 1-0 with Ross Lavery scoring a very late goal in the 91st minute, but that gave us all 3 points. We then played Belfast Celtic away from home. That finished 2-2 with Conlon and Johnny Wilson scoring the goals. I was quite happy with getting a point because Belfast Celtic played very well, and I think they really deserved probably to get all 3 points, but at least we got a draw that day. We then played Distillery at home, beat them 5-2 with Moore, Lavery getting a brace, and Medine and Jack Evans also scoring goals. That was a very good win in the league. We then played Mayola Park. Another home game, beat them only 1-0, and that was courtesy of Owen Madine penalty in the 63rd minute. That was a pretty hard-fought game. That could have gone either way. Then we went to the Ballymacash Rangers, and we were beaten, which is a bit of a surprise. We were beaten 3-2. Hannah and Doyle scored for us in that game. But I must admit, I think the Rangers were slightly the better side, so I really can't complain about that defeat. But we bounced back with a very good win away to Tobermoor in the league. We beat them 4-1. Medine, Evans, Doyle and Hannah all scored in that particular game, so that was extremely good way to bounce back. And then we had a Clearer Water Irish Cup first round match. We were away to Coleraine, who are a premiership side, and what a game it was. We were down 2-0 after 33 minutes. We came back in the second half to make it 2-2. We forced it into extra time. We went behind in the 91st minute, I think it was, and I thought, here we go, we're not going to win this in extra time. But in the 113th minute, Jake Moore, he brought us level, and then in the 116th minute, Jack Evans gave us a 4-3 lead. We hung on in the end, but it was a great win against a premiership side. That really should have been a video game because it was great to watch before a pretty big crowd as well, of over 3,900 people. We then played Donegal Celtic. Just in a friendly. We beat them 6-2. I think they are one of our rivals, but it was good to get a big win in a friendly match. And because of that win in the League Cup semi-final against Coleraine, we do meet Larne in the League Cup final, which will be played on the 15th of February at the Solitude, which is a neutral ground. I think it's Cliftonville's ground from memory. So we're playing Larne for the second time this season. They did beat us in the County Antrim Shield semi-final 3-0. So fingers crossed we might upset them in the cup final. I doubt it, but we'll do our best. But today we've got Warren Point in the league. This is going to be a huge game for both teams, because if we look at the table, Police Service sitting on top on 37 points, Warren Point on 36, Queen's University on 32. I have a feeling whoever wins the game today will probably go on and take the title. I know there's plenty of matches still to come, but I've just got a feeling this is going to be a very, very crucial game for both teams. So without further chit-chat, before we go to the game, I must mention that I never got a job interview at, who was it? Lidfield in the Premiership. In the end, they did appoint somebody internally. So no interview was ever offered to me. A bit of a shame. I was psyching myself up for a job interview, but that didn't come about. But anyway, we'll push on with the police service. So without further chit-chat, let's go and play our good friends at the Point. And here's our starting 11 for today's game. We've got Young, Dalzell between the sticks, Conlon, Mitchell, Nadozi and Bryce across our back line, with Whiteside, Medine, Hannah and Houston in midfield. Evans and Doyle will lead the attacking line, and on the bench we'll have McGill, Graham, Moffat, O'Connor, Wilson, Morrow and Jake Moore. In the game against Donegal Celtic, unfortunately Ross Lavery got injured, I think in the 30th minute, a hamstring injury, so he's going to be out for maybe 4 weeks. That was a bit of a blow because he has been playing extremely well for us this season, but coming in to replace him will be Whiteside. I think Ryan Whiteside can do a pretty good job on the left side for us, so let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, we won't put any pressure on the boys, just tell them to go out there and do their best. Warren Point are the favourites to win this game, which doesn't really surprise me. But Police Service get us underway, but Whiteside very quickly lost possession there. So we've had a pretty good record against Warren Point. We've played them 3 times and we've won all 3 games, so I hope we can make it a 4th win. Anyway, Bryce with a throw, and he's looking for Houston. Now Bryce again, early cross. I think the keeper punches it. Now this is Hanno, he couldn't get onto that, but this will be Nadozi. Is he going to pump it long or play it short? And he plays it across to his partner Mitchell. Nadozi and Mitchell are both, I reckon, done okay, but apparently they don't have the best combination, but I don't think they've been that bad playing together. Anyway, this is over the top for Doyle. Is he onside? And he is. So Jonathan Doyle, with his 19th goal of the season, put the Police Service 1-0 up in the 5th minute. I know it's only early on, but Medine, he just pumped it. Well, he didn't pump it. It was Nadozi pumping it long from the back. And Doyle got around the defence and put it under Dean, the keeper. So a very good start for the Police Service. And once again, it's Jonathan Doyle doing the damage. And this is Conlon now with a throw. Young Evans, he lost possession there, but Hannah will get it back. Oh, that was a silly... I don't know why Doyle made that pass. It wasn't very smart. But anyway, this is a good counter by the Point. Oh, and just missed. Had young Dalzell flying across his goal. But luckily it did miss. And a decent crowd here, just over 500 fans. So it's a pretty good roll-up for a game of football in the 3rd tier. And Conlon with a corner. He normally doesn't take our corners, and that's been headed away. I thought Medine would have been the taker. Anyway, Whiteside plays it back to Medine. Now this is Whiteside again. He can get a cross in if he wants to. A low one. Oh, Evans puts it over the bar. That was a good opportunity. And a corner now for the Police Service, and Conlon once again will be the taker. And he sends it in, but that's been headed away by Campbell. But Doyle can maybe give it back to Conlon. He can maybe put a cross in. He can normally cross pretty well. He cuts it back to Doyle. Good save by Dean. I think that was definitely on target. So the police service putting a bit of pressure on the point early on in the game. Conlon with another corner. And then once again, that has been headed away. But Conlon can maybe get another cross in. And that's deflected for another corner. So plenty of corners for the police service. Be nice to see us maybe score directly from a corner. It doesn't happen too often, I must admit. And he fires it in, and once again Campbell heads it away. And we've got another corner from the right side this time. And it fires it in far post, but that's being headed away. I think this is going to be Whiteside. He'll play it back to Briers. Now this is Houston. He can go for a bit of a run here down the right, plenty of room, and get a good cross in. Oh, well, he's a bit lucky to keep it. That's been blocked. Now this is Medine, and he has made it 2-0. His 9th goal of the season. So all that pressure has finally paid off for the police service. They lead Warren Point 2-0 in the 25th minute. Houston with a good run. Bit lucky, I think, to keep possession here. Hannah has his shot blocked, but then Medine fires it in past the diving arm of Dean. So the police service with early goals to really put pressure on the point. And another corner for the police service. Gee, we're being spoilt in this game for corners. Conlon sends it in again. Oh, that's been headed against the side netting. So this time we did beat the defence. Okay, a free kick for the Warren Point, and that's been deflected over the bar for a corner. So haven't seen the Point down this end of the field too often. This will be, I think, their first corner in the match. And that's been headed away by Mitchell. But they'll keep possession. And will probably get a crossing. No, they're playing it safe. Maybe a little bit too safe. Okay, 2 minutes of added time in the first 45 minutes. This is Medine. Now Mitchell. And he looks for Whiteside. Oh, he was a bit lazy getting to that ball. But he'll get it back. He's a bit lucky. Plays it back to young Darzel. He's had very little to do in the opening 45 minutes. Now Briers. Now this is Nadozi. Now Medine again. Mitchell. Oh, come on. Houston didn't go for that. Probably a poor pass by Medine, I must admit. And, well, he got a boot in there for a tackle. Now Hannah intercepts the pass. Now Doyle plays it to Evans. Good ball. This is for Houston. There's a good opportunity here for the police service. He can just... Doyle missed it. He would normally put that in the back of the net. And there you go. That's the opening 45 minutes with the police service leading 2-0 courtesy of Doyle and Medine. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, I think I'll tell the boys, don't let complacency set in. Whiteside was a little bit stressed by that talk. I know it's only 2-0, but I certainly don't want to see them get a little bit complacent and cough up a couple of easy goals. But we're trying to win possession back here, but the Point are keeping it rather well. They didn't get too many opportunities in the opening 45 minutes. And finally we do get a highlight, and it's Medine taking a corner, as I think he normally should. That's once again headed away, but Doyle can give it back to Medine, and he fires it back to Houston. He looks for a player maybe on the left. No, he'll have to go himself. He slips it across. Oh, Whiteside second goal of the season, but he makes it 3-0 for the police service, so that's a really important goal in the 65th minute. Young Moore has come on for Jack Evans, but a good run by Houston, and he just slips the ball across, and Whiteside beats his man, makes it 3-0, so he's doing a really good job in place of Lavery. And it makes it pretty difficult now for Warren Point to come back 3 goals down. There's still plenty of time in the game, probably another 30 minutes to run. But gee, if we can win here, I'll be really, really happy. Now Mitchell, this is Moore. Oh, he showed way too much. That was a poor touch by Moore. Now here comes the Point through, and this is Devine. Can he get a cross in? Oh, I think he will. And he does, a deep one. That's been headed, and they've got one back. Yes, McCready with a header beats young Dalzell. So they make it 3-1. A very quick reply there. But once again, they do get a cross in. We couldn't deal with it. I think Conlon got ahead to it, but McCready headed it past Dalzell. So 3-1 now. Gives us something to think about. Now Dalzell sends it out to Bryce, who heads it. That's a bit of a sloppy header. And once again, we've gifted them a good opportunity here. Well, here it comes. We are so lucky not to concede a second. Warren Point should have made it 3-2. We're into the 71st minute. They've got a corner. Can we defend a corner? And it's been cleared by Mitchell. Moore he beats his man. He's done well. He's going to have to do this all by himself. But he showed way too much of it as well. Oh, Medine with a interesting free kick. And that hits the wall. So he'll get a corner. So the highlights are coming thick and fast for both sides in this second half. And Medine will take it. And he fires it in, but that's been headed away. And once again, but Medine can maybe pump it back in. No, he sends it back to Houston. Now to Dozy with a free kick. Interesting one out to Houston, who early cross. Doyle won't win that heading duel, but this is Whiteside. Now Conlon. Now this is young Mitchell. Plays it long over the top, looking for Doyle. But that's been headed away by the Warren Point defence, and they can set up another counter. This is Maguire down the right. Can we block across? Oh, no, we don't, but Nadozi intercepts it really well. This is young Jake Moore. Come on, mate, keep possession. Be careful with your touch. And I thought he was going to give it to Hanno, but he's going himself. Have a go. Oh, he just missed. What a goal that would have been. That would have been quite an individual goal. But Dean now for the Point. They're going to play it out of defence. They do it quite well, but no, it's back too soon. Whiteside intercepts the pass. Now Bedine fires it over for Doyle. Hits it first time. This is Moore. And Jake Moore, with his 16th of the goal of the season, makes it 4-1. That really settles this match, I think. We're into the 76th minute. But that was a very good intercept by Whiteside. Then Mitchell to Medine. Pumps it over the top. Doyle, first time, hits it. And Moore, good header. Beat his man. That was a very important goal. I think Warren Point are finished in this game. I can't see them coming back. Okay, Wilson, Morrow and Graham have all come on the field for us. This is Conlon hooking it away. Only as far as Hutchison. Here comes the shot, but that's over the bar. Okay, we've got 4 minutes of added time. We're into the 93rd minute. And we've brought on O'Connor for Medine, as Medine was getting pretty tired out there. He had a very good game. This is played long Graham intercepting it with a good header. Now this is Houston. Plays it back to Briers. Will he play it long? No, I think he plays it to Houston again. Oh, well, a bit of a poor pass, and that was cut out. So maybe a final attack here for the point. They're not going to get anything from this game, but this is Hutchison. He'll probably strike it, and he's just past the post. Now back to young Graham. Now this is Wilson. Young Moore. Good ball tomorrow. The youngster. He's got fresh legs. Plays it to Wilson. He beats his man. He can have a shot. Lovely goal by Johnny Wilson. Only third goal of the season. But that really puts icing on the cake. 5 goals to 1 away from home against Warren Point. I didn't dream of this as a scoreline, but Wilson did so well, and a good shot beating Dean. So that's an excellent 5th goal for the police service. And maybe one final bit of action, a corner for the point. Can't be too many seconds left in this match. Chipped in, that's headed away by Graham. And that's it, full time. So the police service have thumped Warren Point 5 goals to 1 on their home turf, courtesy of Doyle, Medine, Whiteside, Moore and Johnny Wilson. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, you've got to be happy with that. A great win as far as I'm concerned. So let's have a look. I think we're the only game being played today. No, I'm wrong. There were plenty of other games. So that win puts us on top of the table on 40 points, 4 points ahead of Warren Point. What happened in other matches? Well, the Ballymacash Rangers, a good win against Tobermoor. Myola Park get the points, so do Distillery. Knockbreda with a good win against Belfast Celtic. Port Stewart with a thumping win against Limavady, and Queen's University just edged the Rathfriland Rangers 3 goals to 2. So some interesting results there, but Queen's University, they continue having a very good season, sitting on 35 points. We've only played 18 matches. I know there's still probably another 8 matches to go in this league, and anything could happen, but I must admit that was a very important victory away to Warren Point. So let's have a look at our next game, just to... Oh yeah, okay. Yes, the board are very happy with me. A+, I must admit. I very rarely see that in a Football Manager save, and also the fans are extremely pleased as well. But let's have a look at the schedule. The next match will be in 5 days' time. Another league game. We'll be home to Dollingstown. But what I think we'll do, we'll come back for the League Cup final. That'll be a pretty big game, being a cup final against a premiership side in Larne. I've got a feeling they're doing pretty well. Well, they're coming 5th in the premiership at the moment on 44 points. Okay, well off the pace when you look at Glentoran on 61. But I think that'll be our next video game, since it is a cup final. That'll be probably just in a couple of days' time. We'll get that video up very quickly indeed. So that's the video for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. A really good 5-1 victory away to Warren Point, and that keeps us in top position. If you've enjoyed it, if you'd like to give us a thumbs up, that'd be great. If you wish to leave a comment, please do. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.